Hey guys, this time it's Noeh and not deep.
Just slip down and fall down the tree.
So now we are at Dexter and Snow's camp. They tend to fight. It's more play fighting.
I was thinking that he's gonna die, and even the vet told me.
Mr. Schneider,
Nice to meet
it's a
you.
pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, so we've got a very special video right here. A lot of people are asking themselves what is going on and who's taking care of the animals and of the whole sanctuary when I'm gone. When I was in Switzerland, I think that was the time when Nyla was born, my daughter. I spent more time in Switzerland than usually, and then Noeh was here on the farm. And he decided, or we together decided, that he's gonna make a vlog throughout, what was it, a day or a week?
A week.
A week where he would just film every single aspect and angle of the farm without me being here, trying to explain how it is and what's going on and how, you know, the animals react and what's going on the farm when I'm not here. And that's what the video is about.
How do you feel if you're not on the farm?
On the farm. Usually, if the setup is properly and if you are there, I'm pretty relaxed because you know yourself, the biggest risk points are the monkeys and the dogs. The dogs just because it's a whole lot of them. They live pretty wildly. We don't want them to attack no one. We don't want them to have ranking fights and us not being able to interfere if things get too rough. That has happened in the past already, more than once. The monkeys, if they get out, we are the only ones who can bring them back in without having, you know, any issues. But the problem is, if there's no one here who can do that, they will start biting people. They will start maybe jumping over the fence to Chucky's camp and stuff like that. And that could be a disaster. So these are the two most risky parts or animals to take care of when I'm not there. And then when you are here, I sleep well because I know you have all the abilities and relationships to the animals needed to sort these moments out. When we are both on trips and stuff like that, there's always a little thing in the back of my mind like, what if? And that puts a bit of stress and pressure when I'm not there.
I always sleep bad if you're not here.
Really?
Yeah. Because you are way more alert. So every time if I sleep and if I hear something, I'm like, okay.
Oh wow,
What's
okay.
happening? And that's like at the moment when you leave, it's starting like this.
Crazy.
Until you are back.
Yeah, it's definitely, being alone here is not easy. And honestly speaking, I don't think that I would have ever been able to come that far without you. Because it is a team thing. It is, whether the content, I cannot hold the camera myself and be in front. You have made the experience now vlogging yourself. It is tough to focus on the right thing and then still having to film stuff. Making decisions, sparring partner, what you just said. Most of my right decisions also are a result of having a discussion with you, being able to share those things with you. Also knowing how a situation with the lions, for example, who am I supposed to ask on this planet how we should react or act or decide if not you? I basically only have you, and Ellie, my wife, is now so deep into it as well that I can exchange with her as well. But honestly speaking, for everyone watching that video, what we've built, and I on purpose say we, is just because there is a we, and it's not just I myself. Yeah, definitely. Hello, Lucky. Fine, good. We had a quick break because the rain was so hard and so loud, so we decided to make a quick break. Sun is out again, and we can continue our talk.
What would you say? Who do you miss the most if you're...
When I'm gone. I have to be honest. I think there is just one which is very at the top. Like just further apart from the other ones. Which does not mean I don't miss the other ones though. But it's Lucky. The reason being is Lucky's my shadow. She's always with me, next to me, on top of me, no matter where we go. Even when we go feeding the lions and stuff like that, she joins in the car. Even though she does not want to be there, she is there because I'm there. And I think that's the thing I miss the most because it's just not around anymore. Then obviously all the other dogs, the monkeys, they are very intensively next to us. I see the monkeys every day. I try to go in with them every day. And so then the monkeys, and then slowly but surely lions, Chucky, Kobe. So they're all in the same similar pot, I would say, because we don't see them every day. But when we go there, we spend a lot of time, we get a lot of energy out of it.
And I also think, like, because you know that Lucky is also hurt.
True.
If Dean is not around, Lucky is for the first few days really hurt, and she's always staying just in his room, waiting for him. That's also quite comfortable to know the team it's here.
Reliable,
Yeah.
loyal.
Definitely. Also, like when I had the situation with Khaleesi.
Up there where she was hurt in the back.
Yeah. Also, the vet had to come out.
Yeah.
And
I remember.
We had to split her from the other bride.
So now we are trying to lure Khaleesi in the small management camp here, because tomorrow Dr. Sparks will come to do the operation. Since Dean is not here and we always go in together, it's way more difficult to lure them in. Khaleesi is coming, so let's try to call her. Come. So we could put her in 5 minutes. So that was quite fast. Usually it can take us up to an hour. So today was our lucky day.
So now we are in the front of Khaleesi's camp. Dr. Sparks is already outside, so I'm gonna stay inside of the car, because usually when one of the lions are getting darted, Dean and me always try to avoid to get seen by them, because otherwise they would associate us with the vet team, and that's not good for our relationship with them. And you can see already that Khaleesi is already getting a little bit nervous. She's walking up and down the fence. So Dr. Sparks is now preparing his darting gun. Now Khaleesi was so scared of the gun that she jumped up on the tree. Now the doctor took the shot and she's already getting a little bit dizzy. The problem is she's still up in the tree. She's coming down. Or she's trying to. What wouldn't happen is that she's falling asleep and then fall down the tree. She slipped down and fall down the tree.
So now we are going in, which is always quite risky, because she could wake up. The Sparks just told us that it wasn't that bad. It was just a mixture between blood and water. He's giving her now antibiotics, then she's ready to go. We're gonna turn her, so it's more comfortable for her. Now she should wake up soon. I am up here again to check up on Khaleesi, and she's doing already pretty good. She got up, she met Nyla and the others on the fence. So Nyla is already also waiting for Khaleesi to come over, and Khaleesi is actually calling them. So they are all waiting in front of the gate. So I'm gonna open now. Let's see how they react. They welcomed each other, and even big boy Leo. They said hello to Khaleesi. So that was a good day.
Now is the time for feeding the lions.
Exactly, now we are gonna go up. The meat is in there and we're gonna feed the lions. So now we are at Dexter and Snow's camp, and because they tend to fight over the meat, we separate them into these 2 small enclosures. Close the gate here and then throw some pieces to Snow and to Dexter. They're already hungry. Boys. They actually could also drive in with the car, place the meat, and then open the management camp so the lion can come and eat. But like this, it's way faster and easier if they just throw it over. So right now, it's the ladies and Leo's turn. So with Leo and the lady, it's important to throw them as far apart as possible, because otherwise they also end up in a fight. You are throwing it over, make sure that you throw one to Chiara and one to Leo at the same time, and then quickly after that the third one to Nyla. Okay, now quick, the other one. So now you could see how Leo told them, hey, go away, I want a piece for myself. So we drive in front, then Chiara also get a piece. So now everybody got his food.
And then, for example, that situation with Kobe.
Mm-hmm. So the previous video, there we mentioned that Madiba unfortunately died because of a snake bite from a black mamba. And 3 weeks later, when I was in Switzerland, I think a day or two after I traveled to Switzerland, all of a sudden Noeh is calling me, sending me videos and saying, hey, for some reason, Kobe's feeling bad. He's getting something like an anaphylactic shock. He's breathing heavily. He just lays on the floor, and I'm like, holy crap, how is that possible? We searched the whole camp for nests. We didn't find any snakes. We chased everything away, what was in there. And now 3 weeks later, almost the same thing happens to Kobe as it happened to Madiba, who died 3 weeks ago. And luckily Noeh was here. He could go in with him. He could calm him down. He made sure that the vet comes out. In the middle of the night, you guys took him to the clinic, right?
The vet also rushed over. He was like, well, I don't know, it looks like an allergic reaction. So he gave him a cortisone injection. And then it looked like going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
So the vet left, and I went to check. I saw that he's not feeling better.
He actually got worse, isn't it?
Got worse again, yeah. And I was like, hey, no, it can't be.
Because I remember the first videos you sent me where I thought, okay, weird, seems to be an allergic reaction, but he didn't seem to be dying. But then the ones you sent me later on, where you were on the ground with him, you know, that was like heavy stuff.
Yeah, definitely. At the moment, I didn't had that such of a strong bond to him.
Mm-hmm.
But when that happened and he felt really sick, I was thinking that he's gonna die, and even the vet told me, like,
Crazy.
I think he's gonna make it. And then he came, he laid on my lap, and I spoke to him, and I actually told him, like, now you're gonna meet your brother again.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I just like tried to calm him down and
Wow.
have a nice
Talk and
hours, yeah.
yeah. Well, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then I was like, I rushed back to the house and I called the vet again. I was like, hey, it got worse, so you have to come out again. Both vets came back. They were standing there and they took insulin injection,
Yeah.
which they didn't have before. They did everything after the insulin injection. They were like, honestly, I don't know
What to do? What else to do?
yeah.
Yeah. I remember you telling me that.
And then you feel so helpless.
Yes.
He's struggling and he's fighting for his life, and nobody knows
What the solution is.
He came to me and was like, okay, now it's your call. You can decide, should we try to sedate him or should we leave him like this? If we sedate him, there's a possibility that he dies because of that. So yeah, it was my call, and I was like, let's risk it, yeah.
And that was the right decision.
Yeah,
100%.
And we checked his whole body. We didn't find nothing. You know, the heart, the lungs. Even looked for snake bites.
But you didn't see the actual.
Nothing. We said like, okay, let's try and give it a shot and give him some anti-venom. Like, he was there already sedated, and I think that really helped.
Yeah.
So the breathing calmed down. He got like more relaxed.
Yeah.
We drove him to the next city, to the vet actually. It was already 11 o'clock, and during when we carried him into the vet clinic, he already got up again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was on that.
Did you capture all of that on camera?
I tried it. It was quite hard because usually you're in front of the camera and
you can just focus on the picture, yeah.
Right now I'm holding.
It's to do both.
Yeah, I'm holding with one hand Bobby, and with the other one
Yeah, crazy.
we left him there overnight, and in the morning it looked like we got a little
Much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And during the day it got better and better, and he told me then in the evening that I can come and collect him. Everything went well, and we released him actually in the other camp next to the house because there's no snake. And yeah, first he walked out and he was quiet from the station. He was still like this, but that's normal after sedation. And over the next few days he recovered.
Felt good again.
Really good, yeah. 2 days later, the monkeys got sick.
Oh yeah, true.
First JJ.
And then it's like with little kids. JJ started, as you said, and then boom, 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 Momo, Lupita, Aisha, everyone was sick. But it's so crazy, so many things happened. And honestly speaking, I was very comfortable in Switzerland. I mean, the situation with Kobe, absolutely. We were in touch and I couldn't sleep that night properly. And in the morning when I got the message that he feels better again, I was so relieved because I was even thinking about traveling back to South Africa just overnight. But then I thought, okay, hold on, Noeh is there. He's gonna take care of it. I'm sure he's gonna make the right decisions. With the monkeys, I didn't feel too bad because I know you're here and it's different. When someone who was not there from day one, raising those animals, having that deep connection to them is not here, they just cannot have that impact in their life, that positive impact. When they're hurt, when you have to give them medication or something like that, the monkeys will not trust no one to take medication of. And even we have to come up with some tricks and whatever to do it. And that made me feel so comfortable, honestly speaking.
So now we're gonna take out the monkeys with Mr. Bonfas.
Yes, it's now time for letting the monkeys out.
So he's the only one who also can go in with the monkeys. It's Dean, Andy, me and Bonfas. So usually when we are not here, he's doing that.
Yeah, here we go, open. Here we go.
So they're already looking for trouble.
Hey.
You see, JJ likes to create fights. It's more a play fighting. So he's trying to challenge others. So now he's trying to challenge Bonfas.
Nothing wrong with me.
And in the morning, we're gonna open the window here, and then they can go out and spend the day outside.
Let's go.
Now he's opening the window, and they already know that there's food outside.
Yeah.
How long does it take sometimes to get them out?
Sometimes it can take like 15 minutes, sometimes it's just a second. It depends how temperature is. But today is because it's windy. Now they're doing like something crazy. Maybe because it's cold outside there. Hey.
The nude on along. So, which language do you speak with the monkeys?
Yeah, mostly we speak with English because that's the international language.
Yeah, me and Dean often speak Swiss German to them actually. That's why you sometimes can hear like Swiss German words. Which one is your favorite?
I like Aisha. She's just cool.
Yeah, I also like Aisha.
Now, Momo refused to go out, so now maybe you wanna stay in. Can keep him for, let me say, 10 minutes, then we'll try it later. Maybe we'll win him. Okay, now we won. Did it.
Yeah.
And you know, like often when I'm here, I'm much more calm because, you know, I think it's a bit of a skill or a strength to keep calm, make hopefully the right decision, and just make sure everyone is moving the right way. Just having to hope that whoever is here makes the right decisions and it will not end fatal. It's crazy.
Definitely. And that's why, like, when you're here and something like this happens, you just work, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, what's the next thing? You're not getting emotional.
No.
You just have to function. And also beside of that, we still have to do content.
Yeah.
So it's quite a hard balance. But obvious, like, the animals always come first. Yeah, I just want to say props how you do it. And especially I saw it, what belongs to if you are in front of the camera.
Thank
And
you.
then you also like have to do other stuff as well. So that's quite hard, especially if you have like one topic where it's bad, for example, business-wise. In other case where you have to fight with people, then you have to go back to in front of the camera and just perform.
It's not that easy, right?
Yeah, that's hard.
But honestly speaking, I think the same is the opposite. You know, behind the camera, we can try to make a switch. I'll try to make a vlog and edit it myself.
Yeah, let's do that, and I'll try to be like, hey guys.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, as I said in the middle of the video, it's a team thing.
Yeah, that's true.
We cannot, one does not work without the other, and luckily we've got each other and we can make things happen, and that is what brought us this far, I guess. Yeah, good. Now you know what's up when Dean is not on the farm.
I hope you liked it.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see what's next, then make sure to subscribe my YouTube channel right now. And if you want to see more content, you're so welcome to follow my other socials as well. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys later.